Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Jazzy with your host, Paley. How's it going, guys? Today's video is going to be a face paint video, finally. I have a couple actually on like my Facebook Messenger that I've been like tagged in, and then I've also been tagged in by like my mom and things from Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and get some of the creepy, weird Halloween makeups duplicated. But this one I really wanted to try, so we're gonna do this one first. It was going around Facebook for a little while. It was like August 2015's top vines, and it's that the snow leopard. It's like a 15-second video, and the guy's got guy or girl, I don't know, has that white hood over them, and they have their face painted like that snow leopard. So I've had a lot of, can you do this? Can you do this? So I'm going to attempt that today. I'll tell you guys all the things I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to get to it. We have a new to you guys, old to me. I've had this for ever. New rag, because I couldn't find my other one. I think it's still buried in the folded laundry somewhere. I have my Paradise brand hypoallergenic water activated paint pucks again. I use them in all my face paint videos. The colors that I have are, I have dark pink. So dark pink. I have Lagoon Blue. I have light blue. I've got black. And I actually have both of my, these are my Snazaroo whites, but I have one that I have kind of cleaned, and I'm going to keep this white, and then I'm going to use this one to mix my grayish color, because the snow leopards are, you know, kind of white and gray, and then they've got these fantastic blue eyes. I've got 2 cups of some nasty water. Well, it's not nasty, but I'll just drink that instead. The brushes that I have quite a few, plus 2 other oddball instruments, I would call them. So I've got my wide brush, and it's got a little bit of white on it because I did a little bit of a test swatch with my tools. So I want to get the texture right, because this is a more realistic looking cat. So I have my wide brush for large areas. My eyeball is twitching. Okay. I have my number 2 craft brush. So it's just a little soft square. I have my green angled brush. I've got this teeny tiny little pin pointy brush, and I have a number 8 acrylic brush as well. Just because there's so many different sizes, and you know, like different brushes, different types of brushes do different things. I also have, this is like a nail cleaner. This is an old one that my husband uses them to like clean his nails after work, and then he kind of discards them after they don't feel right on his hands, and he gets new ones. So I've got this nail cleaner brush. It's got some hairs in there. Why, I don't know, but and I'm going to be using this strictly for a type of texture. And I also have, this is just an ordinary kitchen sponge that I have cut up into these smaller squares, and I've kind of rounded it off. Also for texture, gives a really good blend. So like I said, I test swatched because there's a lot of different textures in this photo. I'm going to hopefully not make it as long as the others, but masterpiece take time. And I also have my I will be looking down like so, because my mirror is right here. So yes, and I am just going off a photo. This is not my art. I unfortunately don't know who it belongs to. The video title is just... What's the title of the video? Title of the video is just... Oh! Exclamation. My God! Exclamation. And it's just Top Vines August... And it was posted on August 20th on Facebook itself. Yeah. I wish I knew who it was by because it's really cool. So yes. Gonna blow this back up. I kind of have it paused and it literally... I don't own this song. That's not my song. I'm not being paid to play that song. It was just on the thing. But it's funny because they're putting Eye of the Tiger in the video and it's a leopard. So it doesn't really work. Anywho. Let's get going. All right. I am going to pause for a moment and I am just literally going to white out my face. So I will pause and be right back. Ooh. Do I look like a ghost? Ooh, the Halloween makeup. Yeah, okay, so I have whited out as much of my face as I can. Sorry if I keep looking over, it's because I look kind of creepy in the screen. So I whited out as much of my face as I can, and I've gotten my eyebrows as dark or as white as I can. And I did do as flat of a white as I could, so I did do 2 coats. And now, in my second white palette here, I'm going to take my, like, gas bubbles coming on. So I'm going to use my kitchen sponge and I'm going to try and lay down some of the texture and gray areas. So I'm just going to be going back and forth from my black to my white to try and keep this neutral gray. And I'll do some of this with you guys. And I do apologize if I'm not explaining anything. It's kind of another one of those watch and do's. Because, like I said, this is not my art. I'm just trying to recreate it for y'all. Okay, so that's what I kind of got so far. Like I said, I'm trying to follow the photo. So my eyes are going to have an illusion over the top. And my lips are not going to be themselves either. It's an illusion piece. So this is kind of like the muzzle area and the scour lines. And this is also kind of going to be like an outline of a jaw area. And this person's face is kind of covered a bit. So I have to kind of use my imagination with like around the top there. So as you can see, the sponge kind of gives you a good textural element. guys can see that. And I've kind of gone like a charcoaly color. I'm just trying to, like I said, add in color wherever it kind of is on the photo here. So. This is a lot of like gray tones in this. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for the gray. And now I'm going to take maybe this small one. Let's see. Just gonna do a little swatch on the back of my hand here. Yes. So I'm gonna take my pinpoint brush here with my Lagoon Blue, and I'm going to sort of do the eye illusion on my lid, but I will have to keep my eyes closed so that it dries properly because I really want this to look good. So I'm going to, I'll just do an outline of one and on this side, and then I'll pause and I'm gonna kind of finish it up and then we'll detail it together. So, actually no, I'm not gonna do the dark, I'll do the light. Because the dark is a blend. It's going to be a blend color. So I've switched to my light blue, so Etch a Sketch what I said about the dark blue there. So I've got kind of like, I hope you guys can see, I've got kind of like a teardrop shape with the teardrop pointing to the inner side of my eye. And now I'm going to fill this in with the light blue, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then, like I said, we're going to come back in and detail it together. Hey! So I've done my blue eyes there, and I got them as evenly as I could. So, hope you guys can see that. Like I said, like a teardrop from the center of your eye out, and while I have the little brush out, I'm going to do the nose as well. Sorry. So I switched to the dark pink, and I am just doing the nose. And it is definitely okay to make funny faces. So I'm trying to go with with the photo as best I can. So it kind of got a little illusion there of a kitty cat nose. And that's pretty much all you need dark pink for. Clean that out really, really well. So I'm going to go in with the black over the eyes. And I'm just going to, I'm going to pause for another moment, and I'm just going to trace the initial outline with the pupils, and then we will detail the color together, because this is starting to go on a little long. Alright, hey! Okay, so I'm going to try and keep my eyes squinty, but that is what I have done to the eyes. I have outlined them and lined the top of my lid with the black and tried to hide my lid that way. So I'm going to take the same little pinpoint brush, and now I'm going to blend out some dark blue and black to try and depthen the eye a little. You guys can probably see my eyelids flinching, trying to keep them closed. If you guys hear a crash, he's just playing baseball. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of black now. Like so. Then I'm just gonna highlight the eye with a little bit of white. Just like in the photo. So, just like that. All right. So, now, I'm going to take a little bit of water on my little nail brush here. And I'm going to start the little small textural details on the skin. Bark. So you don't want this one too wet. I'm just kind of like dabbing out on my hand until I get a good textural look that I like. bark. Bark, 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 bark. All right, so I put just a little bit of texture kind of everywhere, and they're kind of like smaller dots as well. And now I'm going to take my number 8 acrylic brush with the black, and I'm just going to kind of push it into my skin and get kind of larger variations of the texture that I just put in. So I'm going to go and continue the rest of that on my face. I'm going to pause and be right back. So they're going to look kind of like this, but in certain areas. All right, we're getting there. So I have just added larger dots, and I've used my number 8, and I've kind of like turned the brush, and I've had it very, very dry. I haven't put too much water in with my palette, just to kind of give it a good solid point, like so. So now I'm going to go back in with my angled brush now, also with the black, and I'm going to just detail the cheekbones kind of, and I'm not pulling, I'm dabbing to kind of give a little bit of a fur effect. Kind of like so. And before I detail the mouth, I'm going to use that fine pinpoint brush, and I'm just going to pause for another moment. Or actually, I'll do it with you guys just because I'm going to, animals are going crazy. I'm going to detail the nose here. Oh, sorry guys. Just realized I was off the camera. Just like so, to kind of give that look. And now we're going to go down and we're going to start the lips. Sorry, I'm all quiet, guys. Finishing touches. All right. So, I hope I did this thing justice. So, yeah. I can even do the same thing the guy did. Hang on a second. So I went and grabbed my winter coat. It's not white, but it's black, so it might work better. So I hope I did the tutorial justice. I know it went on a little longer, but I did want to, like I said, get as much detail in the design as I possibly could. So I hope y'all liked this tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see anything else. I do have a whole bunch of weird, creepy Halloween makeups coming. So yes, click, comment, like, subscribe, share with the universe. Keep coming back, YouTube family. You know I love you. Follow me on Instagram, bc_jazzy_time, and please follow my Facebook.